Today is my partial day off. I did have a few meetings this morning, but I thought we would spend the day together because, like I said, it's my day off. We can have a lovely girls' day together. I essentially wrote my last exam yesterday. It was for my art history class and it went really, really well. Jack called me such a nerd, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like being an adult, doing school, and obviously like I already have my career sorted, so I'm really just taking courses that I enjoy. Obviously it's very hard because I know that like I'm not necessarily going to use my degree, but it just allows me to enjoy and appreciate what I'm learning in class in a different way than when I was like a student, you know, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. So I don't know, I just have a newfound appreciation for all my courses, and I can go and write my exams and enjoy them in a very different way. But anyways, so that means that today I am gonna go have a little bit of a shopping day. I wanna go to H&M. It is Jack's birthday today, so we are going out, I think for either dinner or drinks, but I also have a work event this evening that I have to pop into for a little bit. So I kind of just wanna find an outfit that I can wear for both. Let me just check on my eggs here. Anyways, I'm having an avocado toast for breakfast today, and I have been literally obsessed. I made some homemade pickled onions. I keep calling them pickles. So good. Oh my god, the smell is amazing. I've literally been obsessed. Jack keeps making fun of me because I literally have eaten like almost this entire jar. Like my mouth is salivating, they're so good. Like literally eaten this entire jar in like a few days just by myself. It's just so good. But anyways, I figured whilst I had breakfast today, I would give you guys a little bit of a health update because I recently have just found out some information that I don't really know how I feel about, and I thought I would share with you guys in case any of you have experienced the same thing. And yeah, anyways, you better sit down and grab a coffee or a tea or a Cosmo, whatever floats your boat, because this is quite a story. But I know the last update I gave you guys on my IUD fiasco was quite positive, and I told you that I was going to bring you along to my appointment. And if you're wondering why I never did, and why it's taken me so long to talk about it, is because I ended up having, I don't want to use the word traumatic because I would never want to use that word lightly, but it was borderline a bit of a traumatic experience, and I feel like even now I get like a little anxious talking about it. So let's start. I go in to get my IUD. Everything is going according to plan. And if you're like, Sam, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, I will link the previous video where I sort of tell you guys all the deets. So watch that if you're like not sure what's going on. But oh my god, look at how good that looks. I'm so excited. This is gonna be amazing. I'm honestly just gonna stand up and eat. These pickles. I mean onions, see? So good. So back to the beginning. I go to my appointment, everything is going well. Jack has been the absolute best. He has come with me to every single appointment. And so everything is honestly going really, really well. I get lidocaine, which means they freeze my cervix. And honestly, that was a little bit uncomfortable. A couple pinches here and there, but so far so good. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great experience. I'm gonna be in and out of here in 10 minutes. So just a quick rundown of the procedure if you don't know. Essentially, after the whole lidocaine, which is the freezing of the cervix, they have to measure your uterus to ensure like they know like how long your uterus is, to know how far up to put the IUD. And then after that, then they can insert the IUD. So that's kind of like the steps, more or less. Obviously, always talk to your doctor, always do your own research, but that's just the basic procedure. As the nurse practitioner starts measuring my uterus, she's having a really tough time getting through my cervix. So we finally get to measure my cervix. And if any of you have experienced getting an IUD and you know how painful and uncomfortable it is, like the cramps are pretty severe, I would say. After some time and after a lot of painful attempts, she finally is able to measure my uterus, which in that moment I was like, oh my god, thank god. And I will say, like, this nurse practitioner, she was getting my consent the entire time, asking me if I was still okay to move forward with the procedure. Mind you, after experiencing that amount of pain, I was not about to leave that appointment without a IUD in my uterus, okay? I was like, if I'm here, I'm gonna get it done and I'm going to leave and everything's gonna be fine. So She finally measures my uterus, and then she's like, okay, the next step is just putting the IUD in. Right away, she starts to struggle, and she cannot essentially get like the applicator to the IUD, which she explained to me is a lot more flimsier and like more flexible than the sort of measuring tool. And so she really struggles to get it past my cervix. So as you can imagine, again, if you've had an IUD inserted, it was just a lot of attempts at poking up into my cervix. It was so painful, and I would like to say that I have a pretty good pain tolerance. And I actually cried, and at one point I was starting to get very, very exasperated. Mind you, again, she's checking in with me saying, would you still like to proceed? Would you still like to move forward? And I was like, yes, get this thing in me. I was starting to get like very sort of like aggravated and just wanted her to put this stinking IUD in my uterus. And so she at one point then goes, okay, I'm having a really tough time getting the IUD into you. She goes, I have tried different tools, I have tried different sizes, different applicators. I don't even know at that point. I sort of honestly blacked out. Thank God for Jack. And then, because he really just like kept me together in that moment. And he's like, Sam, like, you don't have to do this, like we can leave, like you're okay. And then in that moment, a doctor comes in, and she was in that chair for all of 30 seconds. She tries once to put that IUD in, and she goes, we are not moving forward. We will not be putting this IUD in for you. She was even like, I apologize that this went on for so long. We will not be doing this today because your cervix has just, it's not responding. And she then explained to me that sometimes when you remove an IUD, your cervix can kind of do like a action, making it really tough to actually put in a new IUD. Doesn't happen to everybody, happened to me. After the fact, I was like, yeah, like that seems like a no-brainer. But I never thought about it, and I was never told. And so leaving that appointment, I was distraught. I literally got in the car and bawled my eyes out. I remember calling my mom. I remember Jack just like, I don't think he had ever seen me like that. And it was just, it was a lot. So much pain, all to have walked out of there with no birth control. And I was like, I just didn't even know what to do. So fast forward, they end up giving me a cervix dilator pill, which I had to take. And then I did the lidocaine again. Now, this is just my experience, and I think, again, you do you, what's best for you. But the second time around for my appointment, I decided to book with a doctor instead of a nurse practitioner. And just because I really wanted someone who had spent years inserting IUDs, I think it's really, really tough. And typically, like, I'm a believer that newer doctors and nurses are oftentimes more up to date with information, more careful and stuff like that. But in this case, I really wanted someone who was really, really experienced. And I'm happy to say that my second appointment went much better, even though she was like, wow, you have a really tricky cervix. She struggled a little bit, but she got it in. And because of that, and because of the tricky insertion and everything that happened, she decided to bring me in for an ultrasound to see what was going on and just to check in that the IUD was in the right spot. And so we go in for the ultrasound. Again, Jack is like my right-hand man, you know, he's just keeping me together. And leading up to that, had been experiencing not only really, really heavy periods, obviously really, really painful, like severe cramps to the point where like I need to bend over and breathe, almost like literally what it looks like when women go through contractions is what it looked like when I was experiencing a really bad cramp. And after my IUD insertion, I was experiencing pain right here. And now I am someone who experiences like ovulation cramps. When I ovulate, I experience them every month. And like can literally feel what side I'm ovulating from. So I kept disregarding this pain from as ovulation pain. But then the pain started to be consistently on my right side. Now, typically when I ovulate, obviously, like sometimes it alternates, sometimes it's like 2 months on the left, 2 months on the right. The pain was consistently on my right side. So I was like, this is seeming weird. And so when I had my follow-up with my doctor 6 weeks after my IUD insertion, we were talking about this pain, and she's like, you know, sometimes when IUDs are inserted, they can just be poking your uterus lining just a bit. Some women feel it, some women don't, but we really need to get this ultrasound so we know what's going on. And so it seems like once I got my results, not only did they discover that my IUD was perfectly fine, it was inserted perfect, but they actually discovered a cyst, a collapsed cyst on my right ovary. And I remember I was sitting on one of my green chairs, I was working, I got a call, and I was literally just expecting like, hey Sam, your IUD is perfect, go live life. And I was kind of like, I didn't even know what to ask. I didn't even really know much about cysts, let alone a collapsed cyst. Like, what does that mean? And so essentially I do have to go in 2 months to see that this cyst is progressing in the right direction, because she said that it was very small. I think she said it was 2 centimeters. And I will say, like, I'm telling you this story, guys, but I don't even know myself. Like, I'm sort of in the midst of going through this. So she said that, like, because it's collapsed, it seems like my body is dealing with it. And obviously because of the size, it's really small, it's not concerning. But that really, like, that would have explained the pain on my right side, and, you know, the painful period cramps and the bloating and the bleeding. Like, I did have pretty consistent bleeding for like a month after my IUD insertion, which is common, but like could have been that this cyst was dealing with itself. So anyways, I told you this was going to be a long story, and I hope you sat down with a proper beverage. That is where I'm at. I have a cyst, a collapsed cyst on my ovary, and I kind of just don't even, like, I like to think that I'm a very healthy person, and I'm like, now I'm just like spiraling in terms of my health. Like, you know, were all these heavy periods these last few months, like, you know, associated with this cyst? Because like, how come I had like relatively normal-ish heavy periods for the 4 years that I had my IUD, and then all of a sudden on the 5th year I was like bent over breathing through cramps, and so it's really just made me like think about my entire health. And, you know, it was just a big reminder that as women, it's so easy to disregard any tiny pain as it's nothing, right? Because I'm like, oh, it's just a period cramp, oh, it's an ovulation pain. Meanwhile, no, there was really something going on in my body, and clearly I was ignoring all of my body's signs and symptoms. And yeah, so that's where we're at. I will have to update you 2 months from now when I get another ultrasound. She just wants to make sure that this cyst is going in the right direction. But now I have so many questions, like, will I get more cysts? Is this like a one-off thing? Why did it happen? Like, what's like collapsed versus like, what even is a collapsed cyst? I honestly have so many questions and feel a bit like in the dark about all of this. But anyways, that's an update on my health. It's a little bit all over the place. I don't even know how to feel. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna eat so we can go shopping together and do something a little more lighthearted than talk about my collapsed cyst on my ovary. Just coming in here to quickly touch up my makeup before we go to the mall. I think I'm gonna go to H&M and Aritzia. Also, this room, like, look at this, is a hot mess. Tomorrow, and I'm not gonna avoid it any longer, tomorrow I am doing a massive declutter of this room. I have these, like, I'm sure you guys have seen them. I don't know if you can see. I have these like movable carts that have like skincare, hair products, literally everything, body care, and I just need to declutter. There's so many like empty bottles of product in there, product that is honestly way too old and I should not be putting it on my skin anymore. And so tomorrow, that is my job. I'm going to wake up and declutter this room to the best of my ability, give it a proper clean, because I just can't handle it anymore. It's too much. It's too much. So that's the plan for tomorrow. I'm telling you, there is no better face mist than Caudalie. It is so hydrating. I adore it. But like I mentioned earlier, Jack and I are going to celebrate his birthday. So we either going for some drinks or dinner. We honestly like just wanted to like live in the moment, so we didn't do any reservations anywhere. So we're just gonna have to go with whatever works. But I do have a Michael Kors event tonight in which I don't have anything to wear, and honestly don't know what I want to wear, but I just saw that H&M released some new pieces and they are gorgeous. It's like everything's kind of like sheer and in these beautiful like rosy pinks and beiges and yellows, and I even saw like a light blue, which I thought was so pretty. So I want to go check it out. Go check out that new H&M collection. I also wanted to go buy some loungewear at Aritzia. Again, I'm just in this phase of like, I want to give everything a revamp and declutter, and my loungewear for spring and summer, it needs some TLC because yeah. Anyways, I just touched up my lips. This has been the lip product, I guess, that I have been using every single day. It's the Jones Road lip pencil in Tawny Nude, and it is the most beautiful, oh my god, everyday color. It pairs so well with any gloss, like any lip balm. I adore it. I also use the color Rosewood. This is like my evening color when I'm going out for date night, going to an event. Oh my god, sorry for the construction. This is the color that I use. You guys also saw me use the red in London. I literally have all of the Jones Road lip pencils. No one talks about them and I'm like, you guys are missing out. They are so good. So anyways, I'm bringing that with me with my Summer Fridays lip balm. I'm gonna go put on a coat and get going. This is what I'm wearing, by the way. I'm going pretty cash. I got my Holly Cooper jeans, which I've been wearing so much, and my Bash sweater, which I adore. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's snowing, you guys. Why is it snowing still? I just want it to be spring, goodness me. All right, just to quickly show you my outfit to head to the mall. I literally just took off my sweater. I'm wearing this lovely little like wool Goelia long sleeve, which I adore. And I put on my fabulous Holly Cooper coat because it just makes the outfit. And of course, my new Tory Burke bag, which, oh, I'm literally obsessed, you guys. It's so good. But yeah, this is the outfit. Oh, so good. All right, let's go. And just about ready to go to my event tonight. I picked up 3 things at H&M and I'm not quite sure which ones I'm gonna wear tonight, and I think I'm just gonna return whatever I don't wear. I will say though, I ended up also doing a little bit of shopping at Aritzia, and believe it or not, I bought 3 pieces at Aritzia and 3 pieces at H&M, and these were all pretty much $300. It was like $295, and I bought 3 pieces at Aritzia and it was $195. Just a reminder that just because something is fast fashion and considered cheaper, always remember to, you know, think critically about what you're buying because it may not be cheaper than other brands. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna try on my options and decide. I will say though, I got this super fun midi skirt. It's so me in terms of like the silhouette and the style. It's got this sort of like distressed vibe going on to it. The only thing is I have no idea what top to do with it. Like, no idea. So anyways, I think let's start off with this one because I feel like this one might not be the one. So okay, I think I may have underestimated this skirt and not given it enough credit. I literally just added the most simple pieces to go with it. Oh, there's some fluff on my shirt. So this is the skirt. Oh my goodness. And then for my shoes, I have gone with my beautiful houndstooth Dior slingbacks, and I would probably do my Lady Dior, which I do not have in here. But this is option 1, and honestly this feels so me. I love it. I love the turtleneck, just makes it a little bit more like night appropriate, I feel like. It is also really yucky out. It's like rainy and cold, just really gross outside. So this feels really, really hot. Okay, this might be the winner. I can't believe I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get the skirt. And there's pockets. All right, this is option one. Let me show you the other outfit and then we can decide. And quickly because I'm running out of time. How gorgeous is this top? I literally don't have my skirt on yet. And then this is the matching skirt. Now, what really sold me on this set is the color. I just adore this like butter yellow. I think it's a very flattering color with my skin tone. I will say though, and I'm just being very frank, I don't know if these pieces are worth the price. Mind you, like for H&M, these pieces are kind of teetering on like Aritzia pricing, and I know like Aritzia is not the end all be all, but like, do you know what I mean? Anyways. Oh, wow. That color, it's really just the color. I also just like, for some reason, think that like really billowy, flowy clothing looks very beautiful on me. It's just like something I've learned along the way. Oh, what do you guys think? I just don't know what shoes I would do with this. Perhaps white. Just go with my white Christian Louboutins, which are always a safe option. I mean, this. Okay, I think this is the winner. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm really torn on accessories. I know you can't see my feet, but I am pretty much in between my white Christian Louboutins or my brown Ralph Lauren's. And I think they just give totally different vibes. Like this gives like ethereal modern. This gives ethereal like elegant classic. I don't know. And I mean, I feel like Michael Kors is more of like a modern brand. So I don't know. Oh goodness. And then I think if I were to do the brown, I would do my Longchamp. If I were to do the white, I would do my gorgeous like bottle green Strathberry. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Or perhaps my Nano Tote from Strathberry instead of. That's a really tough choice. I'm gonna text my mom. Okay, I'm officially running super late, but because this set is like so ethereal, I am going to add these gorgeous little pearls with like a, like, I don't even know what you'd call that, design on the gold hoop. They are so beautiful. I love a little hoop pearl moment, and these are stunning. I also need to track down my little pearl ring from Missouri. I don't know if you guys remember, I got it this past summer. Oh my god, stunning. I'm obsessed. I found my ring, and what I did is I stacked it in between my two eternity bands. So there's a little pearl ring in the middle with my two eternity bands on either side, and I think it looks so perfect. Jack booked us a rezo at a cocktail bar after my event. All right. What? I'm right here. I was gonna say, show the girls.
Oh, what are you wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing Wild Bluebell Jungle. Doesn't it smell lovely?
It smells divine.
I know. It's
oh my god. I didn't realize your tripod was that heavy.
I know, that one's really heavy. Anyways, this is my outfit. I'm gonna grab a coat and then grab my Uber because I am running late. But this is the outfit. I actually switched into the white bag because, I don't know, it just went better for that. Already at the bar, so I'm gonna walk over, and it is snowing up there, so wish me luck. I just have to grab my coat, and then, oh guys, we're gonna have to trek through the snow. I'm mortified. I decided to be stubborn and walk to the bar because it's a literal 3-minute walk, and I am regretting my decision. I can literally see it from here, but oh my god, I'm gonna be soaking wet. Oh goodness. See, this is what I get for being a stubborn city gal. like a 3-minute Uber just seems like it's like their drive of shame. Okay, we're here. Oh my god, probably look like a rat. I'd have to go to the bathroom. Also, you know, you've been living in a city for a long time. When like I remember coming to this bar when it was a totally different thing. Okay. It's a little speakeasy, by the way. I got Jack to go to speakeasy with me. Ooh, let's go find Jack. Good morning, ladies. I am back in this beautiful shirt from H&M. I'm literally obsessed. Last night I wore it with the like beautiful yellow skirt, and today I've just styled it with my Smythe trousers, and it is so gorgeous. I'm also having my vitamin C for the day. I like to have vitamin C every morning, or at least at some point in the day if I get like busy and forget. I also am wearing my new little pearl earrings. I also wore these last night, and they're like a little like Baroque style earring. And if you know anything about the Baroque period, essentially it was sort of defined by like really whimsical elements, and sort of everything was over the top. I mean, that's a super simplified version of the Baroque period, but essentially this is kind of a Baroque style pearl earring, and I think it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed. But anyways, I thought that what I would do today is share everything that I got at Aritzia. I also got myself a little gift, and it's just arrived in the mail. Comment down below what you think it is. I'm literally so excited. I can't wait to show you. But anyways, let me show you what I got at Aritzia. So I was really just looking for loungewear. I really want to upgrade my loungewear. I feel like I often buy like pieces at like H&M, and I feel like after a while my loungewear and even PJs just don't look as nice, and I really just want to be able to wear something and feel beautiful, even when I'm going to bed or when I like feel atrocious and want to be like a little couch potato. So I found a couple pieces, and this little set I'm so thrilled about. It also comes in another colorway, and I think my sales associate told me that it might be coming in another color, but it is this gorgeous little Babaton sort of short. You've got like the little short, and the material is so soft, so high quality. You've even got the little like Babaton logo in the front. Again, like super cute little sleep shorts, and if you don't want to buy like the matching top, you can do a little like white or black tank. Just a really cute like sleeping set. I do need to buy myself some new like tank tops, but anyways. And then this is the matching little blouse. It's so cute. Again, it's so soft. Got that like white and black striped material. This is called the Persona top, and I took the tag off of these last night because I actually wore these to bed last night, so I don't have the name, but I will link them down below for you. I think they are so beautiful. I love it. And then I'm debating getting these in the like blue and white striped version because they're stunning. And then now I know my mother is gonna absolutely buy this dress because it's so gorgeous. So again, I wanted sort of like loungewear, things that I could wear around the house and potentially even like leave the house in if need be. And so I found this dress. This is, where's the tag of this one? Does it not have a tag? That's weird. Doesn't have a tag. Hold on, I think I have a screenshot of this one somewhere. I literally like had screenshotted this dress before I went to the store. Oh yes, here it is. I don't know if you can see, but it's called the Well-Being Linen Dress. It comes in a ton of colors. I really was looking for the color that was called Gold Matte Pearl, which is more of like a true like earthy linen color. They didn't have that one in store. So I instead got the white version. Now what I love about this is that it's got a really like low back. Again, you're probably not gonna be able to wear all of this, but that was sort of my intention. I wanted something that I could just wear around the house and be easy, breezy, comfortable, but still feel really elegant. My only concern with this was how see-through it would be. Like again, I can use like nipple covers, but I will let you know how that works out. But again, it's so stunning. Oh, and it's just like a beautiful full midi length dress, and then it's got pockets. to store, I don't know what, but something. Oh, anyways, that is what I ended up getting at Aritzia, and I have to say, this set right here, which if you guys don't see me wearing in this vlog, you'll definitely see me wearing it in next vlog. It is the cutest little thing ever. I'm obsessed. Anyways, moving on to my gift. It's the happy dance. Okay, let me stop being silly. Success. Okay, are you ready? You guys know how much I love shoes, okay? And something fun, which now, this is the second time I have done this on Manolo Blahnik, which, by the way, for Canadians, if you're buying Manolos and you know your size, and you can do this, buy on the website. The price that you see on the website includes everything. And we're talking delivery, duties, and taxes. So like literally the price you see when you're scrolling the website is exactly what is going to be taken off your credit card or debit card or whatever it is that you're using to pay. It is magical. And then you get to pick a lovely gift wrapping and get yourself a fabulous gift, because we don't have to wait for other people to get gifts for us, okay? We can get ourselves gifts. Anyways, I ended up choosing the like cherry wrapping paper. I know it's not sustainable, but you can't yell at me if you wrap your presents at Christmas, so. Wait, I should have taken a picture of this. Hold on, 1 sec. Okay, now we can unbox it. Oh, this is so exciting. This wrapping paper is literally so gorgeous. They also use like stickers that say like MB on it. It's so cute. I adore it. It's like Christmas morning. All right. Oh, it smells so good. Are you ready to see my new shoes? So I decided to get yet another pair of Maisley slingbacks, but this time in this gorgeous chocolate brown color. Now I actually have a bag that is en route to me that just so happens to be this color. And because I don't want my bag to be lonely, I had to get it a friend. So no, but in all seriousness, I really wanted some brown shoes in my collection, and the only place that I could find these was on the Manolo Blahnik website. I also did see them in the boutique in New York, but this color is just like, oh my God, so beautiful. And I went with the same size as last time, 6.5. That is honestly pretty much what I wear like across the board at Manolo, and I am just obsessed. Let's try them on. Shut the front door. They are so good. Oh my God. Literally, they look amazing with this outfit. Like, wow. Oh my gosh. Guys. Okay. Wow, my black ones have softened up so much. It's crazy. And then they're still so comfy. Okay, I have to show you. They're so pretty. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Oh. Wow. I'm literally obsessed. I don't think I've ever owned shoes this beautiful. If you're like hesitant on buying the Maisleys from Manolo, take it from me, worth every penny. I literally want these in every single color that they make them in. You know me, like when I find a good shoe, I want it in every single color. By the way, I'm gonna set you down. Another shoe that is on my wish list is the flat slingback versions of my white Hot Chicks from Christian Louboutin. I wear those white heels so much. I mean, like literally just go on my Instagram like right now and you will see that literally the only pair of shoes I've been wearing are my white Christian Louboutins. And I'm convinced that it's because it's like a white sneaker. Like it's a dressed up version of a white sneaker. And I just think it pairs so well with everything. It's not an intrusive color. So like whatever color you're wearing, I mean, white really goes with everything. So anyways, I just want a like flat version of my white Hot Chicks, and they have them in a slingback version, not a ballet flat, but like slingback, and it still has like the little like scalloped detail that the heels version have, and I'm obsessed. Like I'll put a picture here on the screen for you. These are on my wish list. I want them so badly. I think probably once the weather warms up, I'm gonna buy them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that they're as comfortable as the heels. Like I love the heels. They're so comfortable, so walkable in my opinion. But anyways, yeah. I just wanted to wrap up the vlog by showing you everything that I got at Aritzia, as well as my new Manolos. But I'm going to spend the day doing some work, and then this evening we are getting together with some friends and just having a super chill, cozy at-home games night. We are such games people when we get together. Like we love playing Clue and card games and just sit around and spend the whole night chatting away. So I'm really looking forward to that. I feel like it's gonna be so wholesome. But anyways, I will see you guys next Sunday for another Sunday vlog. Bye. Mwah.